It's now time to get you posted on the very latest local and international sports news here on Joy News Prime. Hello from me, Asari Bediakona. Former Real Madrid, Man City and AC Milan winger Robinho has been sentenced to 9 years in prison. I'll tell you the reason in a bit. But for starters, Minister of Inner City and Zongo Development, Boniface Abubakar Sadiq, has lauded plans by President Akufo-Addo to name the Tamale Sports Stadium after the late former Vice President Alhaji Aliyu Mahama. The late Alhaji Aliyu Mahama died in November 2012 and he was a sports enthusiast. Now, he was a founding member of Real Tamale United and supported many upcoming sports personalities in the northern region until his demise. And according to Boniface Abubakar Sadiq, naming the Tamale Sports Stadium after the late Alhaji Aliyu Mahama is a step in the right direction.
The late Excellency Aliyu Mahama did not die only as a politician. He was a sports administrator. And Aliyu Mahama was heavily involved in forming RTU. RTU was born out of 4 teams. We had Real Sportif, we had Hamatans, we had Gbiwa United, we had Northern United. All these teams were brought together and they formed RTU, that is Real Tamale United. If you check, all the names of the teams were involved. And this man was one of the heavy financiers of the team. Wherever they were going, it was Aliyu Mahama who held the team together. You know, so even where they were talking about Abedi Pele being named after the sports stadium, I'm sure if you ask Abedi Pele, he will tell you, when Abedi Pele became the best Colts player in this country in the 70s, and was it, yeah, and he was being, given scholarship by Sims. It was B.F. Seni and Aliyu Mahama who came to Accra here to pick Abedi to Tamale. But at least I am happy that he's being named, his name is being tagged to the Tamale Stadium. For one thing, first of all, he's been remembered. He's been awarded. In that regard, I believe one day he might even be named on other things. This tells you that if we begin to think about side things, because that's no hero will die for a country when he will not be rewarded. You see how it is. So if I die today by serving my country, I know one day people will remember me and decide to name me. That is a legacy I have left behind. And I believe Aliyu Mahama's name being named after Tamale Stadium is a big legacy.
Mesut Ozil has reportedly told FC Barcelona he wants 370,000 euros per week to sign for the Spanish Giants, which will represent a yearly wage in the region of 19 million euros. There's more in this report. According to a Spanish sports paper AS, Mesut Ozil has put forth his demands to Barcelona president Josep Maria Bartomeu, though the size of the wage packet he wants will require them to sell Arda Turan in January to fund it. Arsenal manager Arsene Wenger is said to be open to letting Ozil leave for Barcelona in January, as it would prevent him from joining Premier League rivals Manchester United for free in the summer. Ozil put in an impressive performance as the Gunners beat Tottenham Hotspur 2-0 in the North London derby on Saturday. Barcelona could use more quality in midfield with Andres Iniesta in the twilight of his career at 33, and the club has yet to replace Xavi Hernandez since his departure in 2015. While the 29-year-old Ozil will not be able to help in regard to the latter, he could aid Barcelona's transition from Iniesta to a more long-term solution. The likes of Lionel Messi and Luis Suarez would benefit from a player of his vision and creativity in the final third. His wage demands are significant though, so he will need to put in more performances like he produced against Spurs before the transfer window opens to justify them. Elsewhere, Robinho has been sentenced to 9 years in prison after being found guilty of sexual assault. Now, according to La Gazzetta dello Sport, the former Manchester City striker is one of group of 5 guilty of sexually assaulting an Albanian girl in a Milan nightclub on January 22, 2013. Robinho was playing for AC Milan at the time. The Brazilian, now 33, is currently playing in his hometown with Atletico Mineiro. Under Italian laws, he will be sent to prison until the appeals process has been finalized, which could take years. If he loses the appeal, he would be extradited to serve prison time in Italy. Robinho moved to Europe amid such hype in 2005 when he joined Real Madrid from Santos. He broke the British transfer record in 2008 when Manchester City lured him from Real Madrid for £32 million. After a bright start to life in England, he soon started to struggle and was eventually sent out on loan to former club Santos after just 16 months. At the end of that season, he moved to AC Milan in Italy. Robinho had previously been accused of sexual assault while at Man City in 2009, but was later cleared. Now let's check our results in games in the Europa League, and Arsenal were beaten at FC Cologne, and there were wins for Salzburg and Zenit St. Petersburg. So the results will be on your screens very, very shortly. Not a good night for the Gunners, Arsenal, as they lost at FC Cologne of Germany. So here are the results. FC Astana 2, Villarreal 3. Maccabi Tel Aviv drew goalless with Slavia Prague. Partizan Belgrade drawing with Young Boys of Switzerland. And Sketimbo also drawing with Dynamo Kiev. In Group C, Braga 1, Hoffenheim 0, and Istanbul Başakşehir are leading at Ludogorets in that game. So these are results in Group C of the UEFA Europa League. In Group B, AC Milan are leading Austria Vienna by 2-1, but AEK Athens of Greece are going down 2-0 against Rijeka of Croatia. Now, Everton are trailing Atalanta of Italy by 1-0, and Lyon are leading Apollon Limassol of Cyprus by 2-0. So these are results. Lokomotiv Moscow 2, FC Copenhagen of Denmark 1, and FC Sheriff are leading Zlin by 1-0. In other results, Lugano are leading Hapoel Beersheva. Victoria Pilsen are playing against FC Steaua Bucharesti, and they are leading by 2-0. So Bate Borisov 0, Resta Belgrade of Serbia 0, and FC Cologne beats Arsenal by 1-0 in Germany. So Salzburg 1, Atletico Bilbao 1 against Hertha Berlin, and Austrians of Sweden also won against Zoya. I'm afraid that's all I've got time for on today's edition of Sports here on Joy News Prime. For more sports news, make your way to the sports page on myjoyonline.com. You can also follow us on social media. On Twitter, we are at Joy Sports GH, and on Facebook, we are at Joy Sports. My name is Asari Bediako. Thank you very much for watching.